if I'm a Clippers fan, which is still a weird thing to say to me, I remember the Elton Brand and Corey Maggette and Chris Kaman days. Oh, the Clippers. I am done with Kawhi Leonard. I'm sorry. He's got another 2 years left on this deal. It's just getting ridiculous at this point how he doesn't play basketball. I know injuries and he can't affect that. And you have to load manage and do all this junk. But at the end of the day, Kawhi Leonard is stealing money from the Los Angeles Clippers, stole money from the San Antonio Spurs, forced his way out of one of the most heralded organizations in the NBA. And he just doesn't play basketball, period. He's played maybe 1.5 seasons of NBA basketball for the Clippers the entire time that he's been here, and he's just earning so much money. He's just sitting on the bench so often, and I am done. He's got 3 years left on that deal. Wow, he's an old-ass 31-year-old man. He's older than LeBron James is, and look, I don't expect him to play this year either. He sat the entire last year with that torn ACL, MCL, whatever he has injury. Played 2 games this year, and I think he's done. I think he's going to be out. I think the Clippers are going to struggle. I think the Thunder are going to enjoy the first-round picks that they gave up for Paul George to make sure that Kawhi Leonard came over, and I think the Clippers are in kind of a bad spot. So we are going to be rebuilding the team. Of course, they did bring in John Wall with their mid-level exception, came over from Houston after not playing for a season as well, and he's had a career resurgence. Man, has he been fun to watch. Not quite the same all-NBA John Wall that we're used to seeing. He is 32 years old at this point, but man, does he look pretty good out there for the Clippers squad. And honestly, right now, he's probably better than Russell Westbrook. Reggie Jackson, I think, is a little underrated, but he's been struggling. Really hasn't played all that well since the 2020 playoffs when he was kind of a third option of their big three, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and Reggie Jackson, respectively. I love Reggie. I love his story. I love how much he's had to overcome, how much he's had to battle, how underappreciated he is on whatever team he goes to. He just doesn't need to be your number 1, number 2 option, and that's what happens when Kawhi Leonard is out with injury. Jason Preston, a young rookie out of, man, what was the school he went to? Ohio. He's not that good. Norman Powell got him in the trade with, what was it, Keon Johnson, I want to say, to the Blazers. Really interesting player in that he's a 6'3" small forward. He can get you buckets at times. He's super streaky, decent defender, good basketball player. I just don't know what his true worth is. And they signed him to a pretty meaty extension as well, $20 million down to 2025. He's probably going to be a trade candidate for this team, as we are probably going to be looking to blow this team up. Terrence Mann, super young player, super fun player, not as good as he thinks he is. He just boasts about how good of a player he is all the time. He's like, oh man, people picked, what was it, 17 plus 32 or 30 other players before me in the draft. This is how good I am. He's an okay 3-and-D prospect. Brandon Boston Jr., super young, super raw. Looking to see him continue to get better, continue to earn minutes. He is an offensive machine. He just needs to let the game come to him. When he came out of, what was it, Kentucky, he was a real big disappointment. I think he was a top 10 prospect. Really struggled to find his footing. He's okay at times. Just needs to continue to develop. And Kawhi Leonard, the Claw, the King of LA, has played, how many games did he play, really? He played 2 games this season, right? So we got to take that. And then for the last 2 seasons, he played 52 games, 57, and then sat out the entire season. So he's played about 100 games of basketball for the Clippers, and it's just frustrating because theoretically, he's one of the most talented players ever. He's the perfect NBA specimen. He can shoot the 3, he can shoot from mid, he can rise up, he can defend, he can pass, he does everything perfectly, but he just cannot stay healthy. And he's one of those guys that, I don't know, his body doesn't heal all that well. He doesn't like playing with knickknacks, injuries. If he's not 100%, he's not going to play. And he's just got this weird combination of doesn't talk and doesn't tell the media what's going on and doesn't play basketball and gets hurt all the time. And it's just a really frustrating package because otherwise he's the next generation of Michael Jordan, of Kobe Bryant. He's not a LeBron James in the facilitation department, but man, this dude was a 2-way scorer, probably a top 2, top 3 player every single season. He just doesn't play basketball, so it's frustrating to say the least. Paul George here as well, and honestly, he doesn't get enough credit. Just looking at his overalls, first of all, he should be like a 91, 92 with the way that he plays. He does everything for the Clippers. He is their number 1. He is their alpha. He's their point guard. He's whatever the Clippers need when they need it. He's get you a bucket in the 4th quarter. He's upped his game while being the solo option because Kawhi Leonard doesn't play basketball. He's been a consummate professional. He doesn't go, oh yeah, we'd be a lot better if our best player who's earning $40 million would play basketball. He just says the right things, does the right things. I've been nothing but impressed with the way Paul George has handled himself. That said, he's just kind of stuck here right now. The Clippers are toiling away in mediocrity while they're waiting for the best player to come back from injury. And Paul George, it just feels like we were kind of sapped of his prime. If Kawhi and Paul George were healthy the entire time through this Clippers run, man, would that have been a really fun matchup to watch. Nicholas Batum came over here after stealing money from Charlotte for years, and he's been a pretty good player. 3-and-D, stretch 3, stretch 4, stretch 5. I don't know what you want to call him. He's just such a versatile weapon for Ty Lue. Amir Coffey, an offensive machine. Defensively, he's a bit of a liability, but he can get you a bucket when you need it. And Luke Kennard, underrated here, but probably one of the 5 best three-point shooters in the NBA right now. Dude is a bucket. Marcus Morris Sr., Clippers fans don't really like him that much, I think because of his defense, but he's really important to this team. He's one of the guys that can get you a bucket when the shot clock is running out, stick his big butt in the post and let him shoot over his defender. He's pretty good at that. Robert Covington, another 3-and-D player they got over in that Norman Powell trade, just the typical, prototypical, if you will, 3-and-D prospect. Musa Diabate came out of Michigan, right? He's a fun rim runner, a bit undersized. Hopefully he's going to get some minutes, get some run, and we'll see how good of a player he really is. And Ivica Zubac, one of my favorite players, one of the unheralded centers in today's league. I put him in the same category as Kevon Looney, just a guy who does his job super well, responsible player, defends at a high level, just does exactly what you want from a center while earning only $10 million a year. Moses Brown, a super raw prospect. He's 7'2", freaky tall, freaky skinny, just needs to get his footing, let the game come to him. I think he has a lot of potential, and I think he can be a good player at some point in his career. He's just a really raw, big center. And that is a team, of course, led by head coach Ty Lue, who I think is the best head coach in the NBA, period. I know his offensive sets aren't all that impressive. They devolve into a lot into iso ball. But I think the way that he's been holding his team together, I think the way that he keeps his guys going, he keeps them motivated. Everybody plays with intensity every single night. I'm nothing but impressed with the way that the Clippers organization has hired Ty Lue and the way he transformed this team into a legit championship contender. They're well coached. They come out to play every night. And if some horrible, tragic thing happens, like DeAndre Ayton makes a last-second tip-in bucket in the playoffs to win the game, they come out the next game and they still play hard. If Kawhi Leonard is out 79 games out of 82, they still come out and they still play hard. No matter what happens, the Clippers overcome their adversities, and I think that's none other than the credit of Ty Lue. So let's look at this roster. The rotation is going to look something like this. We're going to have John Wall at the 1, Norman Powell at the 2, Paul George at the 3, Kawhi Leonard playing the 4 position, and Ivica Zubac at the 5. Coming off the bench, Marcus Morris, Nicholas Batum, Reggie Jackson, Luke Kennard, and Terrence Mann. Rocco, Amir Coffey just not going to get minutes for now. We'll see if we're going to play them at some point in their career. For the Clippers, they are 3rd in the power rankings for 2K Sports and 3rd for Eric Boner as well. I'm not going to blow up the team this season, but come the offseason, if they don't win a championship, we're going to see what we can get in trade value for Kawhi Leonard. And here at the All-Star break, we have Team Luka and Team Giannis. On Team Luka is LeBron James, Stephanie Curry, Anthony Davis, and Jason Tatum. On the other side is Kevin Durant, James Harden, Nikola Jokic, and Trae Young. For the reserves is Damian Lillard, Jimmy Buckets, Karl Towns, Donovan Mitchell, LaMelo Ball, DeMar DeRozan, and Zion Williamson. On the other side, the clock, Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving, Paul George, John Morant, Pascal Siakam, Joel Embiid, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Looking, we're okay at this point. 37-19, roughly in that first seed with the Mavs, with the Grizzlies, with the Pelicans. So I'm not going to make any changes as far as this season is concerned. Player stats, we are doing, we're okay. Kawhi Leonard, wow, look at the regression they put on him. Like, he's an overall 95, but this is unacceptably bad. John Wall, though, has been having himself a bounce-back season. 18 points, 8 assists. Wow, that's all NBA numbers for a guy who hasn't played basketball in almost 2 years. 3 years with injuries. Wow. Anyway, 3-point percentages, we are looking something like this. 44% for Paul George. Reggie Jackson, 29%. That's bad. John Wall, 36. Kawhi Leonard, 37. Marcus Morris, 38. Norman Powell, a little bit of a disappointment. 10 points a game. I mean, that's not $20 million starter money, but he's okay. Current league leader in scoring is, of course, Luka Doncic. Rebounds is Domantas Sabonis, and assists is Tyrese Halliburton. Steals is Dejounte Murray. Blocks is Mitchell Robinson. Field goal percentages is Mitchell Robinson. And Zion, both shooting very nice field goal percentages. 3-point champion is CJ McCollum. And free throw champion is Kevin Durant. No changes. Gonna go to the playoffs. Luka Doncic wins MVP, 36 points per game, triple-double, 51 for the field, 87 from the free throw line, 43% from the three-point line. Yeah, totally. Followed by Carroll, Rookie of the Year. Ben Simmons, Sixth Man of the Year. Anthony Davis, Defense Player of the Year. Bones Highland, Most Improved. And Billy Donovan does win Coach of the Year. Some guy named Jacob is Executive. Don't think we're going to have any All-NBA. Ooh, Paul George on the All-NBA third team. Nice to see that. Defensively, Paul George makes it as well. And yeah, they significantly nerfed our boy Kawhi Leonard, which makes a lot of sense. He's been nerfed in real life too, but we are the 4 seed. Not too bad, not terrible. Our rankings wise, we are 8th, 49 and 33. Puts us, yeah, right in this top tier. We're not the best team, but we're certainly close to it. How did we do? Player stats are probably something similar to what they were already, but Paul George had a very good year. 21 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. I told you he's taken over the point guard role, although John Wall is a point guard. So yeah, Kawhi Leonard just got nerfed, man. And yeah, it is what it is. That's Kawhi Leonard in 2022. Team stats wise, we were not great. Not great at all. Offensively, 13th in the NBA, 115 points per game. Defensively, might be the best team in the NBA. We are the 3rd best team, giving us a 4.7 point differential, 8th in the NBA. Field goal percentages, we are 10th in the NBA. 3-point percentages, we're bad. It's because 2K hates role players, that's why. Yeah, traditionally, the Clippers are like the best 3-point shooting team in the NBA because everybody shoots in the like high 30s, low 40s. 5th and free throw percentages, but here we are taking on the Portland Trailblazers. Damian Lillard, Gary Payton. Jeremy Grant's been playing out of his mind lately. Anthony Simons, probably should play him at the 2. Rest of the team not too good yet, even though they're playing well currently in the regular season. As we lose game 1, win game 2. How are our guys doing? Paul George is good. Kawhi Leonard is okay. John Wall did not have a great game, but really balanced effort from the rest of the Clippers. And actually, while we're here, let's shrink the rotations, drop it down to like a 9, maybe even 8-man rotation. Yeah, I'm happy with an 8-man rotation. Let's do it. 8-man rotation for the playoffs. Hopefully Kawhi Leonard doesn't get hurt as we lose game 3. Win game 4. Back and forth series with Portland. We're up 3-2 and we walk away. Well, I didn't mean to press that button. With the victory. Damian Lillard 32, 2 and 9. Anthony Simons, not a lot of help for Dame time. While Norman Powell and Paul George led the way. John Wall was great. Kawhi Leonard was pretty good. And then nobody else on the rest of the team. I had to take on the team that we're going to lose to, the Pelicans. CJ McCollum, Brandon Ingram, Trey Murphy, Zion Williamson, Jonas Valanciunas, Herb Jones, Jose Alvarado. Yeah, they're a good team. And we win game 1. Stole it. Brandon Ingram, 29, 5 and 4. Zion, 24. And Paul George, 42, 7 and 9. Oh, Paul George has been unreal. Kawhi Leonard's been okay. 22 points per game in the playoffs. That is what it is. They win game 2. We win game 3 and tie game 2-2. Here we are. Game 5 in New Orleans. And we walk away with the victory. BI went off for 31 and 6. Zion 28 and 8. This was a high scoring contest, but Paul George 34. Kawhi Leonard 27, 9 and 6. John Wall 22 and 15. Norman Powell 20. Marcus Morris 11. Reggie Jackson 10. We won 134, 127. High scoring contest. Win this and we're in 4-2. Clippers back in the Western Conference Finals, taking on the Dallas Luka Doncic's. I'm playing Spencer at the 2. Luka at the 1. Christian Wood at the 5. I'm fine with that. Dorian Finney-Smith at the 3. Tim Hardaway Jr. at the... No. Dorian Finney-Smith good at the 4. Tim Hardaway Jr. at the 3. There you go. That's my lineup, and I'm sticking to it as we win game 1. Luka was 38, 7 and 14. Yeah, that'll happen. Paul George, 37. Kawhi Leonard, 34. Is this team looking to win a championship? Are we? As we lose game 2, win game 3, tie game 2-2, and we go up 3-2 yet again. Luka 34, 6 and 13. Christian Wood 21 and 9. Rest of the team was okay, but we just dominated. 131 to 105. Kawhi Leonard went off for 33, 8 and 5. Paul George 34 and 7. John Wall 24 and 10. Yeah, win this and we're in 3-3. It ain't 2K if it ain't game 7. I'm not gonna hop in probably, but you know, you got to see if this team has what it takes to make it to the NBA Finals with a healthy, injuries off squad. And we have a really close game here in the fourth quarter. A little bit of a lead, 5-point lead, 3 minutes left, 7-point lead. Walking away, 109-104. Nobody wants to score. 109-106. You know, let's hop in. I said we weren't going to. I lied. We're hopping in, baby. Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. 3-point lead, 1 minute left. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, injuries turned off. I'm just kidding. Kawhi Leonard got, he's out because of... He fouled out. right? Is that why he's not playing? I'm pretty sure it's why. Go to the Clippers. Where's Kawhi? 9 points and 7 assists in a game 7, and he has 6 fouls, totally. The rest of the team has like 0, but he has 6 fouls. Okay, game. Let's just, I know I shouldn't be trying this hard, but Luka's going to get matched up against Paul George. Is what it is. And we're going to get matched up against Reggie Bullock. Tim Hardaway Jr. Who's this? Marcus Morris. Luka's going to get glitchy. I don't know why Tim Hardaway Jr. was running out of bounds there, and Luka misses. Get a ball to Paul. Get a ball to Paul. B-ball Paul. Theoretically, we're open, but there goes Ivica Zubac. Gets Christian Wood in the air, and he misses because he's tired. Really? Really, Zubac? Okay. Okay, we got some changes to make then. Because Ivica Zubac missing a wide open layup just because he's tired means we should sub that man out. Batum playing the 5. Since they have Christian Wood on the court, let's try to bully this matchup with Paul George flying in with the dunk. Get those 2 points right back. 3-point lead. Look at Paul George. Game it on them. Don't do it to them. What's happening? What is that? What is that? He just kind of glitched. He's like, let me dribble. Oh, and then Paul George goes flying. What is the 2K? 2K, this isn't Blazer franchise, so I'm not going to get too mean at you. But what is this? Dribble, Paul George right there. Animation, and oh, God, I'm going this way now. Like, really? Hands up defense. Whoop, I'm over here now. Okay, dude. Just going to move Paul George to the point guard position so we can get these foul shots. And let's see if I can make some free throws. Oh, he missed the first one. Yup. Oh, we missed the second one. Yup. Playing defense, playing on Luka Doncic. 1-point game. CPU's going to dribble the clock out. Game 7, win or go home. Who wants this pass? Who wants this ball? 5, 4, 3. Luka fading, contested, misses, and that's the game. The Clippers hold on because 2K... that was actually pretty realistic to what kind of a game-winning shot Luka would take. But we walk away with the 1-point victory, going to the NBA Finals. We don't need to see this mess. Luka with the 36, 18, 14 stat line. Yeah. Paul George, incredible once again, 34, 7, and 9. Norman Powell was good. Ivica Zubac, 13 and 13. Kawhi Leonard gave us 9 and 7 in a game 7 in 23 minutes. But we're taking on the Bulls. Who would have thought a Bulls-Clippers championship would be what we're watching in the NBA Finals, but here we are. We win game 1, lose game 2, lose game 3. Are you kidding me? 2-2. Hey, it ain't. It's gonna go to game 7, isn't it? We're up 3-2. The Clippers are on the verge of winning their first championship. Zach LaVine was good. DeMar DeRozan was good. Nikola Vucevic was good. Rest of the team, not so much. Reggie Jackson balled out. Paul George was great. Kawhi Leonard played. I know. And 3-2. And the Clippers won a championship in the first season. Paul George wins NBA Finals MVP. Who would have thought? 26 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. Not bad. Not bad at all. Even though we won the championship, I'm still blowing this damn team up because Teresa Witherspoon is retiring. Oh, no. Hall of Fame inductees, Dwight and Melo. Jersey retirements, Dwight and Melo, respectively, as well. I can't do Kawhi Leonard. It's not going to happen. Rest of these rules are dumb. We'll add a player from each conference into the All-Star game so I can say more names funnily. So the Thunder should have this pick. Clippers via OKC. Yeah, that's definitely not ours. It goes Suns with the number 1 overall pick, Magic with the number 2, and Jazz with the number 3. Thunder fell back to 6. I think it's like a lottery protected swap worst. I don't know how that works. Anyway, no reason to change anything here. Ty Lue, the best head coach in the NBA, proven by winning another championship. Onto the NBA draft combine. The fastest man of the class is Eric Gaines and Oscar Thompson. Most agile is Eric Gaines and Jazz Gortman. Highest vertical is Tudor Devoye. Jazz Gortman, Oscar Thompson, Mark Mitchell, Dylan Mitchell, and Alex Fuller. Highest bench press is Hunter Dickinson and Jarris Walker. He's from West Virginia. Michigan. Damn, all right. Similar colors, right? Best NBA, best shot three-pointer. What is Amari Bailey? I cannot speak. Matthew Merrill, Caleb Love, and Tyrese Hunter. Obviously, no picks in this draft. So let's see. NBA, Trade Finder. What can Kawhi Leonard get me? Nothing. Nobody wants Kawhi Leonard? That's fair. How about Paul George, NBA Finals MVP? So there was a few trades that I was looking to do to start the season off. De'Aaron Fox would be fun. I'd like this DeJounte Murray trade for Paul George. I mean, look how much salary we shed. DeJounte Murray would be our point guard of the future. They're the same overall. Paul George is hitting the age of regression, while DeJounte Murray is reaching the age of progression. I feel bad blowing this team up, though. At the same time, nobody wants Kawhi Leonard, really? How about Kawhi Leonard and John Wall? How about Kawhi Leonard and John Wall and Paul George? How about Kawhi Leonard and Paul George? Nobody wants him. That's weird. God. Paul George was so good for us, though. I feel bad trading him away, though. Do we have any draft picks? Is there any way to jump up into this draft? We have the 30th pick. Hey. Let's see if I can move into like the top 15. I'm gonna try to take the 15th overall pick from the, what is this trade? The Pacers? No. Actually, that's not a terrible trade. I'm gonna give up Marcus Morris, and then we'll get Daniel Tice, who I'll just immediately trade away. This swap worst pick is gonna be terrible anyways, doesn't matter. So there you go. We got the number 15 overall pick. And let's see who's available to us. Number 1 overall to the Phoenix Suns. Are they getting their DeAndre Ayton replacement? And they picked Scoot Henderson. They got their Cliff Paul replacement instead. Number 2 to the Orlando Magic goes Victor Wembanyama. Their team is stacked. Their team is set. Number 3 to the Jazz goes Jarris Walker. And number 4 to the Pistons goes Nick Smith Jr. So we'll simulate to pick 15 here. See who's available to us. Probably not a lot. I think anybody I get here isn't really going to offer us too much. So do I want a wing player? Do I want backup center? I think Dylan Mitchell, I guess. He's got 5 badges, 77 overall from Texas. And who do we have in the second round? Probably nobody worthwhile. Ooh, some of the guys that we did scout already are here. Sid Sissy, I think, is okay because he develops overseas, but that's the last pick of the last draft. Oh no, that was our number. That was our first pick as well. Yeah, we don't need this pick. I'll take Oscar Tshiebwe as well. We picked 3 players in this draft. Probably going to be trading them all away, but Scoot went number 1 overall. Could you imagine that rookie signing? So Dylan Mitchell, 77. Sid Sissy's going to sit in overseas for 1 season. And then Oscar Tshiebwe. I mean, why not? Oscar's fun to watch out of Kentucky, right? Gonna bring everybody back. It is what it is. Qualifying offers, nobody. And does somebody want Kawhi Leonard now? You know, you got all the player options done. Ooh, we could get Darius Garland, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. That's gross. DeJounte Murray and John Collins. Victor Wembanyama for Kawhi Leonard. I'm kind of in on this. Why not? Let's do it, baby. And while we're blowing the team up, let's just get rid of Paul George for DeJounte Murray as well. Unless there's a different trade. But this one and John Collins, I'm kind of in. This is fun. This is where we go off the rails here. Chet Holmgren. Can we get our own unicorn theme going here instead of Lou Dort? Can I get Shai Gilgeous-Alexander instead? What would I have to do to make this trade work? Yeah, I could get that trade to work. It's fine though. Having a little too much fun. We'll go ahead and pick up DeJounte Murray, who's been balling the hell out. Pick up John Collins as well. Gonna lose John Wall in the process. That's fine with me. So the new look Clippers rotation. We need a backup point guard. Jason Preston isn't gonna cut it, but DeJounte Murray at the 1. Norman Powell, we'll see if we can get better from him at the 2. We have the number 15 overall pick, Dylan Mitchell at the 3 with Nicholas Batum, Luke Kennard, a couple of old guys behind him, but then John Collins and Bol Bol at the 4, and Victor Wembanyama, the number 1 generational prospect at the 5. He went taking number 2 overall. Daniel Tice needs to go. We're going to make a couple trades. First things first, Daniel Tice, get off this team. I don't need you for $9 million. Thank you, and all that. But we just don't need you. 2 first-round picks from the Spurs sounds enticing. Anybody else worthwhile? Not really. Really? Yeah, we'll get 2 firsts from the Spurs. Boom, bang, boom. Thank you. Next up that needs to go is Norman Powell. What can I get for like Norman Powell, Nicholas Batum? Salary cap shedding, but they're still decent players. Like Trey Mann would be nice picking up. Chris Duarte, Jalen Smith. Get a lot of depth, honestly. Bogdan, Eric White, Jake LaRavia. Ooh, we got Ben Mathurin. Yeah, these players weren't going to play for us. So Norman Powell for Ben Mathurin. Then we throw Nick Batum Brandon Boston, and Amir Coffee. This team is starting to look fun now. DeJounte Murray, Ben Matherin's going to slide down to play the 2. How do I do that? It's this button, right? Boom and boom. Positionless NBA. How you doing? So DeJounte Murray, Ben Mathurin, Terrence Mann, Dylan Mitchell, Luke Kennard, he's going to sit overseas. John Collins, Bol, Robert Covington can go. And then Victor Wembanyama and Ivica Zubac. And do we have money now too? We do. We have $12 million. I'm going to trade away Jack in the Bucks, Robert Covington, and Moussa Diabate, and we'll see if we can pick up a backup point guard, and the team's going to be set. And Markelle Fultz is going to be that dude. Had to throw in a first-round pick, lottery protected from the Spurs, but we're good. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're set. We're stacked, and we didn't even use some of this money that we have. And you know what? We're just going to skip through all of free agency because we didn't sign anybody. As for free agency, Miles Bridges is here. Yikes. James Harden going back to the 76ers. Kyrie Irving back. No, he's going to the Rockets. Weird. Chris Middleton to the Bucks. Kristaps Porzingis back on the Wizards. Tyler Hero back to the Heat. RJ Barrett back to okay, everyone going to their team. Christian Wood to the Jazz. Man, they could use some help. The Jazz are really bad, right? Right? Dylan Brooks going to the the Spurs. Anyway, this is our team. I don't know how to feel about it. We won a championship and then blew it all up. We're like MLB teams who just go on fire sales after they win their first World Series ever. But you know what? This team looks a lot more fun than it was last season. Paul George carried the team, kicking and screaming. We probably should have stuck around for one more season, but I'm just not going to do that. Sorry. So this is our 10-man rotation. DeJounte Murray at the 1, Ben Mathurin at the 2, Dylan Mitchell at the 3, John Collins at the 4, Victor Wembanyama at the 5. Coming off the bench, Markelle Fultz, Ivica Zubac, Bol, Luke Kennard, Terrence Mann. Of course, Sid Sissy is somewhere down here. I didn't know. Reggie Jackson made his way back to the team. You love to see it. Power rankings-wise, we are 6th for 2K Sports and 6th for Eric Boner as well. And here at the All-Star break is Team Luka and Team Jason Tatum. On Team Luka is Giannis, Nikola Jokic, Trae Young, and Zion Williamson. For the other side is LeBron James, John Morant, LaMelo Ball, and Joel Embiid. For the reserves is Stephanie Curry, Damian Lillard, Karl Towns, Anthony Davis, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Paul George, Darius Garland, and DeAndre Ayton. Why? What was wrong with this text? What is this? So if I scroll down one more, the black text disappears? Oh, it stopped doing that. So I have to go like this and then boom, gone. Who is this? Who's that player? It's Pikachu. For the other side is Kevin Durant, James Harden, Jimmy Buckets, Donovan Mitchell, Zach LaVine, DeJounte Murray, Jaylen Brown, Anthony Edwards, and who's that player? I'm having way too much fun in this rebuild, but we are doing incredible. All the changes we made is paying off. 36 and 15, basically as good as the Cleveland Cavaliers on the other side. Player stats led in scoring by DeJounte Murray, Markelle Fultz off the bench, 19 points a game. I don't know what to think about that. Ben Mathurin needs to improve his scoring, only 15 points a game as our starting 2 guard. Dylan Mitchell is a raw rookie, so we're going to let him come along. Victor Wembanyama, rookie, 17 points a game, 8 rebounds. I mean, duh. 3-point shooting, how are we doing? 40% for Ben Mathurin, 38 for Victor. DeJounte Murray, 35. John Collins, 35. Markelle Fultz, 34. Bol. Markelle Fultz is having a season. I don't know what's going on with that dude. But league leader in everything is Luka Doncic. Rebounds is DeAndre Ayton, and assist is Tyrese Halliburton. Steals is Ben Simmons. Blocks MLB fuck percentages is Zion Williamson. Now, 3-point champion is currently Buddy Hield, and free throw champion is Greg Dickey. Yeah, definitely not gonna make any trades. Luka Doncic wins another MVP. Oh my God, I'm so surprised. 38 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, 52 from the field, 84 from the free throw line, and 44% from the 3-point line. Scoot Henderson won Rookie of the Year over our guy, or it did the glitch where it only counts point guards and shooting guards. Yeah, it did the glitch. That's cool. Totally. Scoot Henderson won 6th Man of the Year for the Suns. I mean, he had a good year, don't get me wrong, but come on now. Bam Adebayo, Defensive Player of the Year. Tyrese Maxey, most improved, up to 21 points per game. Ty Lue, though, does win Coach of the Year as we are Executive of the Year, but we look the wrong direction. We're just looking at that trophy. We're like, man, I put the team on my back to win this trophy. NBA first team, I don't expect us to see anybody on these awards. We will win the all-rookie first team, probably, with Victor Wembanyama. There we are. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Number 1 team in the Western Conference, 59 and 23. 3 games up on the Grizzlies. Power rankings wise, we are first as well, ahead of the Cavs, Celtics, 76ers, Pelicans. We are a very good basketball team. All the trades have paid off if we win a championship. Scoring wise, we are 4th. Defensively, we're the best team in the NBA, giving us a 10.9 point differential, number 1 in the NBA. Falcon percentages, we are 2nd. 3-point percentages, still not great, which is unfortunate. We are 19th, and free throw percentages, even worse. No, better, 14th. I'll take it though. Player stats, we were led in scoring by DeJounte Murray, bumped up to 20. Markelle Fultz, I don't know what happened, but he just had himself a bounce back season. Dude played like an all-star. I don't know how else to describe it. Victor had a very good rookie season. Ben Mathurin, not exactly what I was looking for him. 20 points per game in Indiana, dropped to 15 just because there's so many other good players on the team. Dylan Mitchell was actually pretty good for a rook as well, 11 and 6. John Collins was all right, 13 and 7. Scoring champion went to Luka Doncic. Don't see any of our guys here. Our rebounds went to Bam Adebayo, and assist is Tyrese Halliburton. Steals is Ben Simmons. Blocks is Jaren Jackson Jr. Figure percentages is Zion Williamson. 3-point champion is Buddy Hield, and free throw champion is Greg Dickey. Let's see if we can repeat with an entirely different squad, taking on the Houston Rockets. Kyrie Irving, Jalen Green, Leonard Miller, Jabari Smith, Alperen Sengun, Tari Eason. Our team's better. No other way around it. We're better, we're younger, we're faster, we're stronger. We can rebuild the Clippers. Win up 2-0, lose 2-1. Jalen Green had a very good game. Kyrie Irving was good. Very balanced effort from them. DeJounte Murray went off for us, and Markelle Fultz is our 2nd highest scorer. I don't know how to fix that, but we're up 3-1, and we win 4-1 fashion. Markelle Fultz is still our leading scorer. Do we... So, like, realistically, I'm not sure, but do we bump Markelle Fultz to the 2, Ben Mathurin to the 3, and then have Dylan Mitchell play backup? Just a question. Anyway, taking on the Pelicans, CJ McCollum, Brandon Ingram, Trey Murphy, Zion Williamson, Herb Jones, Jonas Valanciunas. Not a lot of changes they made there as we win. No, we lose game 1. John Collins, a really bad game from our guys. Scoring is going to come hard to this team, but we're a really balanced kind of thing going on. While Brandon Ingram dropped 23 and 6, Zion 22, 9 and 6, Jonas Valanciunas 14, Herb Jones 14, Dyson Daniels 12, CJ McCollum 11. Yeah, it's gonna happen. We win game 2, lose game 3, and 2-2. Bam, up 3-2. That's what we did all last season as well. We made it to 2-2, and then we would win the pivotal game 5 and advance. Markelle Fultz once again our leading scorer. John Collins, 19 and 5. DeJounte Murray, 18 and 11. Ben Mathurin, 15 and 8. Victor Wembanyama. I'm gonna make the change. Yeah, I'm gonna make it. Or should we let Markelle Fultz run with the 2s this season, and then we'll bump him next year? Yeah, you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Never mind, we're fixing it. 3-3, game 7. Backup point guards. Who needs it? So we're gonna have DeJounte Murray at the 1, Markelle Fultz at the 2. Although he's down to an 81, that makes no sense. Ben Mathurin at the 3, John Collins at the 4, Victor Wembanyama at the 5, Ivica Zubac at this off the bench with Bol and Dylan Mitchell. Game 7, taking on the Pelicans. Who's going to win this? It ain't 2K if it ain't Game 7. Hopping into Simcast. And winner goes to the Western Conference Finals. Loser goes home. And we jump out to a big lead in the second quarter going into the third. Not convincing because they made it right back here in the third, winning 31-17 in the third quarter. Out of 10, 11-point lead. Still not comfortable, but let's see how this plays out. And we dominated the fourth, walking away with the victory. 119-107. Ben Mathurin, 25 points. Markelle Fultz, 24 points. Victor Wembanyama, 17 and 8. Dylan Mitchell, 15 off the bench. DeJounte Murray, 44 minutes, but he put up 14, 10, and 7. Kind of weird. John Collins gave us his average. Taking on the Golden State Warriors. Nice to see they're good in simulation finally. Steph Curry, Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Kuminga, James Wiseman, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Moses Moody, Kevon Looney. Yeah, they're a pretty good team. And we lose game 1. Markelle Fultz, 32 and 7. I don't know what it is, but this has turned into Markelle Fultz's team. Steph Curry was unreal. Jordan Poole. Yeah, that was a good game. They won game 1. We win game 2. Win game 3. Lose game 4. And bam, up 3-2 yet again. Ben Mathurin, 28. Victor Wembanyama, 24 and 7. Markelle Fultz, 23 and 10. DeJounte Murray, 18, 13, 17. What are these stats, man? John Collins was great. Jonathan Kuminga was their highest score, 27 points. Steph Curry, 23. Jordan Poole, 23. Yeah, here we go. Game 6 and bringing it home. Once again, in the NBA Finals, DeJounte Murray, Western Conference Finals MVP, Jason Tatum, Eastern Conference Finals MVP, and we're taking on the Celtics. We're pretty good in simulation. Marcus Smart, Malcolm Brogdon, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Robert Williams, Grant Williams. They're kind of like roster-wise, they are Clippers East, if that makes sense, with their 2 stud wing players. Anyway, we lost game 1. Markelle Fultz did not pop off for us. We did not score well. 97 points. They just were a little bit better. Lose game 1. Win game 2. Lose game 3. And there we go. 2-2. And wow, we lost. We lost games 5. It's never happened before. DeJounte Murray was our best player. Ben Mathurin. Markelle Fultz has been shut down, but 17 and 16. Victor Wembanyama hasn't been all that impressive. And Jason Tatum popped off for 57. Whew. Not a lot you can do when that happens. Jaylen Brown put in 33 as well. Malcolm Brogdon, 21, 4, and 5. Yeah, that'll happen. Well, here it is, game 6. Winner wins the NBA Finals if it's the Celtics. If we win, we're forcing a game 7 back in Los Angeles. Back and forth game here in the fourth quarter. Have a little bit of a lead. Not convincing. We'll definitely hop in if we have to. 8 points, 9 points, 11 points, 9 points. They're just hanging in there. They might make a little bit of a run. 6 points, 3 points, 4 points, 1 point, 19 seconds left. I got to see what happens here. I got to know. And it looks like... Who's our best free throw shooter? Uh-oh. We have timeouts? We don't have timeouts. Uh-oh. It's John Collins. Oh, God. I'm giving it to Markelle Fultz. This is bad. Get the starters in. Hope that Markelle Fultz can make one. Oh, nope. Ooh, slightly late. It doesn't matter. Yeah, Ben Mathurin would have been our best free throw shooter, but of course he wasn't in. And of course we don't have timeouts. And of course I missed, but John Collins gets the offensive rebound. Fighting, we won a game 7. Let's go. Can I make free throws with John Collins? Good. No. 1 for 2. And we have a 3-point lead. So we're playing no threes defense here. I'll hang off Robert Williams. Jaylen Brown. I'm there. Contested. And that's a miss. Victor Wembanyama picks up the rebound. And we're going to walk away with the dub. Just had to hop in to make sure that happened. 118-113. Moving on to game 7 of the NBA Finals. LA Clippers renewed, revamped, taking on the Boston Celtics. Let's take this one home. Los Angeles, and we're losing in the first quarter, losing in the second quarter, losing in the third quarter, and that is going to be an embarrassing loss as we cannot complete the repeat. Do we make it competitive? Will we make it close? We're fighting 4-point game, 7-point game, but we just don't have what it takes to come back. And that is going to be it. Forcing overtime. Come on. No, we lose. Celtics win. Jason Tatum, NBA Finals MVP. Came up just a little bit short. LeBron James said, y'all are having fun and I'm not, so I'm going to retire. Wow, he's making $50 million? Kyle Lowry's gone. Lou Will. Staff retirements, Jenner Perger and Ryan Forehand Kelly and Vitaly Potapenko. Hall of Fame inductees is Braun going to get his jersey retired everywhere. So is Kyle Lowry. Any of these rules fun? No. Abolish the mid-level exception? Why? That's how teams get better. Draft lottery. I know we have a Spurs pick eventually. I don't know if we're going to get this one though because it's going number 5. And yeah, it falls to 3. So we don't get any pick. It goes Rockets, Thunder, Spurs. Did I say Thunder via Brooklyn? Kind of BS, isn't it? Anyway, onto the NBA draft combine. The fastest man of the class is Kenny Edwards and Edmund McLeod. Most agile is Edmund McLeod and Marion Booker. Highest vertical is Ken Patton. Wow, look at that beard. Manny Delgado and Karen Brady and Arthur Harvey and Oscar Powell. Highest bench press is Alexi Hunt and Ethan Hill. And best shot three-pointer, Doyle Hickson, Malcolm Anderson. Now, I don't know if anybody in this class was good. I don't know if it matters as well because we probably don't have our first-round pick yet. So yeah, there's no point in taking anybody. I know the number 1 overall pick looks to be a stud. This guy's an 83 overall, Albert Berry. I mean, he put up 5 points. No, 30 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. If we could draft him, we would, but we just don't have the pick to move up. We have San Antonio's number 1 overall pick next season, which that hurts. Anyway, just going to watch the draft. Number 1 overall to the Houston Rockets. They get a stud in Albert Berry out of Cal, 6'7", shooting guard. Thunder are going to pick up. The Thunder are trading the number 2 pick. Who are they going to get? De'Aaron Fox in a second. I don't know about that. Kings take their replacement in Felix Peña from Argentina. Spurs at 3 are going to take Ramon Cruz, the big man out of Puerto Rico. Number 4, the Timberwolves take Clarence Longley. And number 5, the Jazz take Alberto Morales. And yeah, we have no picks from all the trades that we made. So, like I said, number 1 overall pick looks to be a generational stud If only we could have drafted him. Sissy, 74 overall, going to be coming over to the team. Ben Mathurin going to get his player option accepted. Davon Reed, no qualifying offer. Well, no qualifying offer for you. And here's our old friend, Kawhi Leonard is here, but we need to bring back DeJounte Murray, who's getting really pathetic offers from other teams. 5-year deal, yeah, it's going to hurt, but DeJounte Murray needs to come back. And we need to get quietly improved on this team. Markelle Fultz is our 2 guard. I know. It's just the numbers he was putting up, man, was absolutely unreal. Bol was a great backup for us. He wants a little too much money. $14 million for an 8th man. It seems a little pricey, but we're going to go ahead and bring everybody back. Fitting it under the cap because we got that Victor Wembanyama and Dylan Mitchell and a whole bunch of guys that aren't asking for a whole bunch of money. So we need a backup point guard because I moved Markelle Fultz to the 2. Terrence Mann is fine. Ben Mathurin, Dylan Mitchell. So Luke Kennard and Sid Sissy, I'd probably trade away for a backup point guard. I'm going to take Andrew Nembhard and a 2nd, and that'll be it for me. For free agency, Kawhi Leonard went to the Mavericks. That's brutal. Sorry, Mavs fans. He's going to be out the whole season. LaMelo Ball back to the Hornets. Clippers pick back up DeJounte Murray. The Clippers are us. Why am I speaking in third person? Everybody going back to their damn teams. Pascal Siakam to the Lakers. Tyrese Haliburton back. Lonzo Ball back. Domantas Sabonis back. Nobody moved. That's fun. Anyway, skipping through to player progression. So DeJounte Murray up to a 91 overall. You love to see that. Victor Wembanyama up to an 89 in his 2nd season. That's unreal. John Collins, Ben Mathurin, Donovan Mitchell, Dylan Mitchell. Markelle Fultz theoretically went down, but I mean, we just moved his position and I guess it dropped. Whatever. Bol, Andrew Nembhard. Ooh, we got Peyton Pritchard. I didn't even mean to do that. Yeah, the team is progressing well. I think one more season of development for Victor Wembanyama, and we're going to go right back to the championship. That said, we already made it to the finals last season. So, yeah, I'm hyped about this team yet again. Let's rock the 9-man rotation, or 10. DeJounte Murray, Markelle Fultz, Ben Mathurin, John Collins, Victor Wembanyama, Dylan Mitchell, Bol, Ivica Zubac, and Andrew Nembhard is going to be our point guard. I guess Terrence Mann can get minutes. Peyton Pritchard, unfortunately, we signed you just to sit on the bench and do nothing for us. Preseason power rankings, we are first for 2K Sports, first for Eric Boner as well. Time to win us a chip. Luka wins another MVP. Clarence Longley is Rookie of the Year, who is not the #1 overall pick. It did the glitch, didn't it? Yeah. Ben Simmons, 6th Man of the Year yet again. Bam Adebayo, Defensive Player of the Year. Derek Lively is most improved on the Pelicans. Is he though? Is he really? He went from 5-3 to 10-8. I guess it looks like he just got minutes really. Ty Lue, though, is once again Coach of the Year as we are balling out 71-11. Do we get any All-NBA awards yet, though? DeJounte Murray yet again on the All-NBA 3rd team defensively. DeJounte Murray. And rookies, we didn't have any rookies, so I don't know why I'm looking at this screen. The Sid Sissy made it. Where's the other guy? Amari Bailey is not a rookie. The guy who went #1 overall, did he suck? What happened? Is it Ramon Cruz? What happened to him? He went to not the Suns. He went to the Thunder, right? Albert Berry. He was on the Rockets. Just such a forgettable name. Albert, shooting guard. Oh, because Jalen Green. They took it. Play him at the 3 then. What are you doing? 16 points. 43% from the 3-point line in his rookie year. This dude looks to be a stud. I wish we could have drafted him. But we didn't. Could have traded the San Antonio Spurs pick, but we didn't. Anyway, player stats. We were led in scoring by Victor Wembanyama. Markelle Fultz dropped off significantly, precipitously. Does that mean we adjust our rotation as such? Because he was balling out for us, and now he was like our #1 scorer. Anyway, not sure how to feel about that. DeJounte Murray, 10 points. Anyway, 3-point shooting, as I say anyway, whatever. You know, we're such a good team. We're 71-11, so I shouldn't be making drastic changes. It is what it is. Scoring champion went to Luka Doncic. Just kidding, Jason Tatum. Luka is at 2 because they got Kawhi Leonard, right? He gives you a nice 18 points per game for every 10 games that he plays this season. Rebounds is Bam Adebayo, and assist is Darius Garland. Steals is Lonzo Ball. Blocks is Chet Holmgren. Field goal percentages is Jalen Duren on the Rockets. Weird. 3-point champion is Brandon Ingram. Free throw champion is Nick Smith Jr. How do we do, though? Team stats-wise, we're the best team in the NBA, right? 3rd in scoring. #1 defensively, giving us a 16.7-point differential. #1 in the NBA field goal percentages, we're 1st. 3-point percentages, we are not 1st. We're 10th. Getting better. And for the percentages, we are 5th. We should, at the very least, we're going to make it to the finals, right? Taking on the Jazz. They have Sadiq Bey, D'Lo, Lauri Markkanen. Lauri Markkanen is playing at an all-NBA level right now. I just need to point that out. The dude has been unreal to start the season, and that's kind of why the Jazz are so good right now. We're up 3-1, and we 4-1 now to take on the Denver Nikola Jokic's. Jamal Murray, Gary Trent. That's a nice pickup. I like that. Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic, Bones Highland. They got a good team going on here. As we win game 1, DJ 22, 8-8. Victor Wembanyama 18-8. Bol 15 off the bench. Dylan Mitchell 13 off the bench. Or is he starting? I really don't know who's starting. Markelle Fultz, kind of disappointing ever since we moved him to the 2. I'm almost wondering what it would look like if we moved him back to the point guard position. But we have Andrew Nembhard now as our backup. So I guess Dylan Mitchell would be starting at the 3. Ben Mathurin. We'd rock like 3 point guards. Might do that. We'll see how we produce. Anyway, we won game 1, win game 2, and we're just 3-0ing, sweeping them 4-0, domination. Nikola Jokic 25, 15, and 8. Bones Highland 21, Michael Porter 17, Jamal Murray disappointing 10 and 8, and we just blew them out. DeJounte Murray 40, 11, and 14. He had a 40-point triple-double. Victor was good. The rest of the team was good as well. Back in the Western Conference Finals, taking on the team with the #1 overall pick. Make that make sense. Albert Berry coming off the bench. They got Kyrie Irving, Jalen Green, Brandon Miller, move him to the bench, play Albert Berry at the 3, Jabari Smith, Jalen Duren. That's a good team as they win game 1. Dylan Mitchell was our highest scorer. Okay. We're going to shrink the rotations. No offense to Terrence Mann. You're just not going to get minutes. Andrew Nembhard. We'll let you get minutes. I'll drop the rotation to 9. 9. I'll drop it to 8. Doing it. So it's going to be Ben Mathurin and Ivica Zubac. Ben Mathurin's coming off the bench? Okay, we'll make some roster rotations here because Fultz isn't performing as well as he was when he was a backup point guard. So Markelle Fultz dropping down to the point guard position as such. And then Dylan Mitchell. No, we'll play Ben Mathurin at the 2. I don't know why you go down an overall. It's literally just a guard wing position. So it's going to be DeJounte Murray, Ben Mathurin, Dylan Mitchell, John Collins, Victor Wembanyama, Markelle Fultz, Bol, and Ivica Zubac are all going to be getting the minutes. We'll throw 4 minutes to Nembhard. Why not? Okay, that's our changes going in as we lose 2-0. Win 2-1. Unfortunate. Albert Berry is their highest scorer. Really balanced scoring from them. 125, 131. And we had Ben Mathurin for 30. Markelle Fultz off the bench, 28. Like when Markelle Fultz comes off the bench, he's a stud. And here we are back to 2-2, getting to our formula. And we go up 3-2. Victor Wembanyama 33 and 13. Ben Mathurin 21. John Collins 21. DeJounte Murray 15, 7 and 8. Markelle Fultz 15 off the bench. Fultz just has to be a backup point guard. That's it. 3-3, and it ain't 2K if it ain't Game 7 back here in Los Angeles. Winner goes to the NBA Final. Losers goes home. And right now it looks like we're losing. We're down by 7 going into the 4th quarter, just struggling to cut into this lead. And they're a pretty good team. They got Albert Berry, and we don't. Would have been really nice to pick him up. I said that so many times because he's going to be the X factor, and he puts them over the top. We lose 136, 117. That hurts. That hurts a lot. We've been slowly getting worse. Is Brad Miller on their team? What the hell? Some dude dropped 34 and 7. Albert Berry, 70 points in 21 minutes. And it's Cavs Rockets. Cavs just sweep. Darius Garland, best player in the NBA right now. And so we go year 1 winning the championship, then year 2 losing the championship. Now year 3 losing in the Western Conference Finals. So next year we're going to lose in the 2nd round. Nicholas Batum is retiring. Blake Griffin, former Clipper. Nate McMillan is gone. Doug Christie. Okay, Russ is going to the Hall of Fame, getting his jersey retired as well. So is Blake Griffin. Any of these rules going to help us win a championship? Because we won year 1, and then that was it. Draft lottery. We have the Spurs pick, and it falls to 6. Not ideal, but this draft class isn't really good either. So we may be moving it. Need to re-sign Ty Lue unless there's somebody better. Ty Lue is the best coach in the NBA. I have no problems extending this. Thank you, Ty, for coming back. On to the NBA draft comment. The fastest man of the class is Pete Payne and Sean Burks. Most agile is Wally Tucker and Desmond Wingate and Pete Payne. Highest vertical is Pete Payne. This dude looks to be a stud. He's 5'11". Gross. And Pavel Julkic. Highest bench press is Mel Wheeler and Leslie Andrews. The man named Leslie, best shot 3-pointer Brian Washington Jr., Leon Maggette, and Rasheed Thomas. That's such an NBA name, Rasheed Thomas. I could see it right now. So I'm looking at this draft class. There's not a single player that I would even consider taking with any of our picks, which is unfortunate, but man, they're just so bad. This draft class is complete ace, and we have the number 6 overall pick and nothing to do with it. So we'll trade it away. What could we possibly trade away to get better? So we had DeJounte Murray, Markelle Fultz, Andrew Nembhard, and Peyton Pritchard. We're going to trade them away to get better at like maybe John Collins, maybe Dylan Mitchell. Isn't that dude? He's got a potential though. Victor Wembanyama. There's not a lot we could do to get significantly better. That's my only thing. Like, first of all, who's available at, say, the 3 guard? If I can get Desmond Bane, maybe. Bring back Paul George. He's down to an 83 overall. That hurts. Yeah, I can't do anything, so I'm going to trade this number 6 overall pick away. Probably for nothing. CJ, Miles Bridges. That's interesting. Jake Ewing, nah. Just go to the Nuggets. Give me your first round picks for ever. Give me this year's. And give me this year's. And give me... I don't want Nikola Jokic. I hate the way that these screens work in the new 2K. You want 2 seconds for another first? I'll do it. Number 1 overall to the Charlotte Hornets goes Diego Sosa, the 7'1" big man out of España. Lakers pick up Desmond Wingate. Grizzlies trade. That's smart. Get out of this for Pascal Siakam. I don't know if that's smart, but the Lakers have back-to-back picks taking Damian Barnes out of Oregon. Wizards take Stuart Barnett, also known as Barnett Stewart. And the Bulls take Alan Lindman. And just look at these hideous overalls and ages and just a disgusting draft class. Get out of my sight. Get out of my mind. So Victor Wembanyama coming back. John Collins did decline. Ben Mathurin and Dylan Mitchell are going to be coming back. I'll try to make some trades now. If not, I'll see if we can operate on a sign-in trade with John Collins. This team needs to get a little bit better, just a smidge. And there's not a lot of wing players available to me that's going to put this team over the top. We got Albert Berry. I had to give up, well, everything. So I got a first round pick from the Lakers for, what is this, 1, 2, 3, 4 first round picks because it's projected to be like number 1 overall. I traded Andrew Nembhard, Dylan Mitchell, that first, Bol, another first, and then I had to throw in Markelle Fultz to make it work. But we got our guy. Woo! Albert Berry, going to be our starting small forward of the future. Although, who's better? So, Ben Mather goes up to 86. Albert Berry goes up to 85. We'll put Albert Berry there for now, just because Ben Mathurin can get that overall back up because he needs to. So we have DeJounte Murray now, Peyton Pritchard, which is unfortunate. Ben Mathurin, Terrence Mann is fine. Albert Berry going to bring back John Collins, Victor Wembanyama, and Ivica Zubac. So even after not taking him last year, we are still going to walk away with our dude. John Collins is going to come back by default just because we need him. Really, he's like the most serviceable backup center we can have. Alex Caruso, the GOAT, was on our team, and we still lost. Come on, that's good luck, right? Who do we need to be on our team? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need a backup wing player. And then, wow, Jason Tatum is still sitting here in free agency unsigned. He's going to go back to the Celtics. That's fine. Who can we afford that's going to put our team over the top? We have a $12 million mid-level exception as well, so we can get somebody good. How about Obi Toppin? That seems like a good idea. About $12 million. He's a pretty good player in his own right. You want to come on down to the LA Clippers, help us put us over the top, and we do get Obi Toppin, and I wonder if I can go and get Markelle Fultz back as well. Go to the Rockets, say, hey, you got my point guard. You got too many point guards. I want Markelle Fultz back. I will give you Peyton Pritchard. And we have $6 million more. Really? I don't think I can make that work. Can I give you Obi Toppin? I don't want to give you Obi Toppin though, but I want my point guard back, man. Give me Markelle Fultz back. Okay, well that's not really how that works, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we need to go sign somebody who sucks. Oh, we still have money. Why do we still have money? I don't understand how this works. How much money do we have? $12 million again. Okay. How about Marvin Bagley? He could be a pretty good backup power forward. Okay, Marvin Bagley is going to be our backup. As for free agency, Giannis is going to the Lakers. Jason Tatum back on the Celtics. Donovan Mitchell to the Knicks. Finally, they get their man. Evan Mobley back on the Cavs. Cade Cunningham back to the Pistons. Scotty Barnes back to the Raptors. Jalen Green back to the Rockets. Everybody's going back to their damn teams. Yeah, that's not all that fun. But let's see how good Albert Berry is going to be in year 2 player progression. Victor Wembanyama up to a 94 overall. DeJounte Murray holding steady at a 91. Albert Berry up to an 87. Ben Mathurin up to an 85. Markelle Fultz. I'm really liking the way that this team is flying around. Now, if we could win a championship, that would be real nice, because it seems like we're doing everything except actually winning basketball games. But we're going to be rocking a new look 9-man rotation. DeJounte Murray at the 1, Ben Mathurin at the 2, Albert Berry at the 3, John Collins at the 4, Victor Wembanyama at the 5. Coming off the bench is Markelle Fultz, our stud, only when he's a backup point guard. Ivica Zubac, Marvin Bagley, and Trey Terrence Mann. Preseason power rankings, how we doing? Are we going to win a championship? Number 1 for 2K Sports, number 1 for Eric Boner as well. So we're at 70-11 right now, and I just want to point this out before we get on to the MVP. We lost our first, 2 out of 3 games here to start the season. So if we win those, we're probably going for the best record in the history of the NBA. Just wanted to point that out, but here we are. Victor Wembanyama wins MVP, 24, 11, 4, 52 from the field, 91 from the free throw line, 41% from the three-point line. Diego Sosa, Rookie of the Year. Again, just not all that impressive, 12 and 8. Josh Giddey made 6th Man of the Year. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year on the Lakers. Ousmane Dieng, Most Improved. Went from 6 to 12. I don't know. Ty Lue, once again, Coach of the Year. We're once again Executive of the Year, and that means we need to start winning a championship and start winning now. DJ on the All-NBA third team. Victor on the All-NBA first team. Defensively, DJ made it, and Victor made it. And on the rookie squad, we didn't have any rookies because we traded everything away to win this chip. Number 1 team in the NBA, number 1 in the power rankings, number 1 everywhere. Houston Rockets, still a very good team. We traded them a lot of our depth, but we got Albert Berry on the team. Scoring went to Victor Wembanyama, MVP, 24 and 11. DJ, 26 and 10. Albert, 15. What a terrible name, though. Like, the stud out of, where is he from? The stud from UC Cal. One of the best players in the NBA, Albert. Hi, guys. Anyway, Ben Mathurin was very good. Markelle Fultz off the bench. He's the best bench player ever. And John Collins was a serviceable player for the team. You know, let's just look at team stats. Offensively, we're the best team in the NBA. Defensively, we're the best team in the NBA. Give us an 18.7 point differential. Best in the NBA. Field goal percentages, we're 2nd in the NBA. Free throw percentages, we are 4th in the NBA. Free throw percentages, we are 9th in the NBA. League leader, scoring champion went to Darius Garland. Rebounds went to Chet Holmgren, and assists went to LaMelo Ball. Steals is DeJounte Murray. Blocks to Chet Holmgren. And figure percentages is Jalen Duren. 3-point champion Patrick Williams. Okay. Free throw champion Nick Smith Jr. Let's see if we can win our championship after all, taking on the Utah Jazz yet again. Not a good team. Probably just gonna run right through them. I'm gonna simulate the whole round because we 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Ooh, went to 6, but here we are taking on the Dallas Luka Doncic's. Luka, our old friend, the Claw, Kawhi Leonard, still an 88 overall. Bobby Portis rocking the shades. Walker Kessler, Dylan Brooks. Definitely a slightly better team, but we win game 1. Ben Mathurin, 26 and 9. Albert, 23. DeJounte Murray, 21 and 11. Victor had a quiet game, 12 and 8. Luka popped off. Kawhi Leonard gave him a stunning 14 points in 33 minutes. Bobby Portis, yeah, they're just not as good as we are. We're going to win 2-0, 3-0, and we swept them. Gentlemen, swept them like you do. Victor, 35 and 9. DJ, 22, 10 and 17. Ben Mathurin. Albert was good. We got a good squad, and here we are taking on the team who we stole Albert from. Dylan Mitchell, he's developing just fine, but Albert Berry already up to an 89 overall. Kyrie Irving, Jalen Green, Jabari Smith, Usman Garuba, Alperen Şengün, Tari Eason, Kenny Edwards, Bol, our old friend, Andrew Nembhard there as well. This is probably for all the marbles right here as the Cleveland Cavaliers lost to the Magic, but we lose game 1. Markelle Fultz off the bench, 24 and 12. DeJounte Murray, 20, 10 and 10. Victor was good. We just lost by 5. I don't know. Jalen Green popped off. Tari Eason, Kyrie Irving, Jabari Smith. I don't know how we lost that, but we're down 2-0. Jalen Green went off for 46. That'll happen. Are we going to get swept here? 2-1. 2-2. That's how we do it. And we're now up 3-2. Victor Wembanyama, 37 and 4. Albert, 23. John Collins, 20 and 7. DJ, 18 and 11. Come on, let's win this, baby. It ain't 2K if it ain't game 7. We're going to drop the rotations. I think Terrence Mann, you're the odd man out here. We're going to rock an 8-man rotation. I'm fine with that. And let's go ahead and advance to the NBA Finals. We need this. We need to win a chip. Ever since I traded away Paul George, it's the curse of Paul George. Here we are, Game 7 in Los Angeles yet again in the second quarter, and we're getting blown out. We're getting fucking stomped. Made it a little bit of a game here after a 46-point third quarter, but we're still losing by 15. Are you serious? Like, it's not even going to be close. 8 points. Just make a little bit of a run. Make a little bit of a run as we're giving up 150 freaking points. Bruh. Oh my God, my Xbox totally crashed. I don't know what happened. And we totally, oh, it was so crazy. I don't know what happened. And now the Rockets got eliminated. So we're taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder instead. Wow, isn't that so sad that the best team in the NBA had to reset the playoffs so that we could actually win something? It's just like we're the best team ever, the best team defensively, and we give up 150 points in Game 7. Who are we? Are we the freaking Suns? Come on now. Anyway, taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers to win a championship, totally legitimate. There's no cheating going on here. As we 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, and it looks like we are going to walk away champions after the reset, which is just telling of how broken 2K Simulation is. Where the Rockets, who are going to go to the NBA Finals, now they lose in the first round. 2K Simulation is so broken. That's why it doesn't matter on how successful the team is. It just matters on how much of a successful rebuild you perform. As we lose here, 3-1. Let's blow a 3-0 lead. I'm in. Back in Los Angeles, we want to celebrate this Game 5 Finals victory on our home court, losing in the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter with a massive lead. And we'll just hop in to make sure that we get a little bit of a championship ceremony to walk away victors once again. Won in year 1, and we win in year 4, I think we're in now. Yeah, it came a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be, but we walk away with a 27-point victory against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Did we blow up the team? Yeah. Was it unrealistic? Yeah. But was it fun as heck getting Albert Berry and Victor Wembanyama turning out to be studs and MVPs on the team? Absolutely. And look at Victor just being a glitch. Oh, he misses. He couldn't get the alley-oop. 7'6", sucks dicks. And Najee Marshall is running the court. All right, but here's Victor going coast to coast. Look at the speed. Look at the strength, the power. And Victor Wembanyama goes all the way. 7'10", the greatest player ever. Never before seen, never seen again. I'm a little annoyed at the Victor Wembanyama hype. I won't lie. Steal that ball, DJ. And there you have it. LA Clippers, NBA champions yet again. After blowing up the team, the curse of Paul George is lifted on their home court in Game 5. Albert Berry, the new addition, puts the team over the top. And Ivica Zubac is still here. Markelle Fultz, Evan Fournier made his way to the team. A lot of the core is gone. Of course, head coach Ty Lue led the team to victory. Every single fan in LA is wearing the same funny looking jersey. And here's Adam Silver saying the same speech as always.
Congratulations to the whole organization, of course, this incredible team. This Larry O'Brien trophy, and I believe this suitcase are yours.
Ty Lue, victorious, going down in history as one of the best NBA head coaches in the history of the game. And I'm sure Victor Wembanyama is going to win, right? Right. Albert Berry's hand goes through the trophy, right? Oh, gee, I wonder who this player is. Who could it be? His head's not in the frame because he's so stupidly tall. Victor Wembanyama, NBA Finals MVP. I'm stuck on this screen. Okay, there we go. Victor Wembanyama had a great game 5 as well, 31 points. DeJounte Murray, bro, this Finals MVP screen is still freaking broken. Okay, DeJounte Murray won NBA Finals MVP. Whatever. Do whatever you want to, okay? You're so dumb. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.